What's up, Taiwan? I'm Sandy Chi with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. President Tsai Ingwen says Taiwan and the U.S. are working closely together to safeguard democracy in the region. Here's what she said.
台湾作为守护民主价值的第一道防线，不论在经济、国防等领域，会持续跟美国携手合作，一起守护印太区域的和平稳定。
Tsai made the statement while meeting with visiting U.S. lawmakers. The 9-member bipartisan delegation is the largest congressional group to visit in recent years. They arrived in Taiwan on Tuesday and are expected to meet with other senior officials to discuss trade and regional security. Taiwan's vice premier has met a former Japanese prime minister in what's being hailed as a diplomatic breakthrough. Vice Premier President Tsai Ingwen is leading an economic delegation on a 4-day visit to Tokyo. On social media, he posted a picture of himself meeting with Aso Taro, a former prime minister of Japan and the current vice president of the country's ruling Liberal Democratic Party. Tsai is the highest-ranking Taiwanese official to visit Japan in nearly 30 years. That doesn't include the private visit last year by Vice President Lai Ching-te after Japan's former Prime Minister Abe Shinzo was assassinated. Analysts say Tsai's trip is significant for relations between Taiwan and Japan, which do not have official ties.
在自民党本部呢，见到麻生太郎呢，非官方现已到了半官方，我觉得这是一个很大的一个突破。
Taiwan is sharing its experience fending off cyber attacks. The country's digital minister gave a speech at an international cybersecurity forum in Israel.
I'm here to share with you some stories from our gray zone conflicts last August, the week before our ministry started.
Audrey Tang explained Taiwan's response to massive Chinese cyber attacks launched at it during former U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to the country last year. Tang's ministry says she's the first Taiwanese minister to give a speech in Israel. The ministry says Tang is planning to travel to Belgium. There, she'll meet with EU and Belgian officials to discuss AI and cybersecurity issues. A spokesperson for President Tsai Ingwen has resigned amid claims she had an affair with a security guard. Leslie Liao has more.
Kolas Yotaka has stepped down as a spokesperson for President Tsai Ingwen. She first took up the role in 2020, but left it to run for leader of her home county of Hualien last year. She lost that race and returned to the presidential office early this year. But now she's left the job once again. She's tendered her resignation, citing personal reasons. It comes after a report surfaced alleging she had an affair with a married police officer surnamed Lee. Lee was a member of Kolas's security detail during her election run. On Facebook, Kolas said the report blew the matter out of proportion and that she did not know Lee was married. She said she did not engage in intimate behavior with Lee and apologized to everyone involved. For his part, Lee says Kolas was a source of support for him at a time when his marriage was going through difficulties. He said he did not let Kolas know about his marital complications and apologized. He too said the two of them did not have an intimate relationship. But Lee's wife is not letting either Kolas or her husband off the hook. She has filed a suit against Kolas in Hualien District Court. On Facebook, Lee's wife said her entire family supported Kolas's campaign, only to be repaid with infidelity. President Tsai Ingwen has accepted Kolas's resignation. The presidential office says it wouldn't comment on personal matters. It's an unfortunate humbling for one of the country's few high-profile politicians from an indigenous background, the first indigenous Taiwanese to serve as cabinet spokesperson and later spokesperson for the president. John Su and Leslie Liao for TaiwanPlus.
The presidential candidate for Taiwan's main opposition, Kuomintang, has named a former political heavyweight to lead his campaign.
我们特别拜托邀请了金溥聪前秘书长来担任我选举竞选办公室的执行长。
Jin Pu-chong was a leading advisor to Ma Ying-jeou, Taiwan's president from 2008 to 2016. During those years, Jin served variously as KMT Secretary General, Taiwan's representative to the US, and the head of National Security Council. Jing has been out of the political limelight for the last few years. But one of Ho's rivals, Ke Wen-je of the Taiwan People's Party, hailed his selection. Ke said Jing's experience gives a definite boost to the KMT candidate's chances. Groups call for major parties to nominate candidates who care about environmental policies. They hope this will raise awareness among the public about those issues. Bing Wang reports.
Environmental groups are calling for political parties to nominate candidates for the legislature who are friendly to their policies. These groups say it's hard for fringe parties that focus on environmental issues to gain seats in the legislature, as they are not as well known.
政党如果愿意呢更重视这种环境议题，然后其实他不但给他自己的选民跟他的党员呢有信心之外呢，他也是一个很正式的跟社会大众宣示呢，他捍卫环境的决心。
There are currently no legislators from the eco-friendly Green Party, and only a few legislators from the major political parties consistently advocate for environmental issues. Activists say with more legislators pushing for green policies, the government will have to sign off on environmentally friendly laws.
能够改变这样子的一个倾斜跟扭曲的一个施政的现象，不一样价值的一个倡导，让我们的社会能够更和谐、更平衡。
As much as environmentalists might lobby for it, it doesn't mean that Taiwan's major political parties will bring on more green candidates, with other issues like geopolitics and the economy taking priority. But that hasn't disheartened these activists, who intend to do all they can to influence public discourse in the 6-month run up to the next elections. Devin Tsai and Bing Wang for TaiwanPlus.
Researchers at Taiwan's top university are using corals to measure ocean currents. By examining the marine invertebrates, they've been able to track how ocean currents in the South Pacific are getting stronger and better predict what that could mean for our climate. Sally Jensen has more.
Making holes in the corals. But don't worry, it's all for science. These researchers on the Solomon Islands are using the marine animals to find out how Earth's climate is changing. They say corals in this part of the world can shine a light on South Pacific currents and the climate systems they help regulate. The groundbreaking research published in the science journal Nature has been carried out by these scientists at National Taiwan University.
而我们就反之就可以用这个同位素的变化去推估水团的这样的一个交换的变化，也就是告诉我们西边界流的强弱。
Subtropical western boundary currents are fast flowing. They carry warm water from the tropics to the north and south poles and eastwards towards South America. But the researchers found that as the planet heats up, these currents get stronger.
西边界流就起到了一个重要的角色，就是它会把从西边的太平洋的那些非常温暖的海水带到东边的赤道太平洋。每到圣婴年的时候，西边界流都会变得相对比较强。
The natural El Niño climate pattern began earlier this year. Coupled with climate change, it is rapidly heating the planet's oceans. These scientists have found that by gauging the strength of the western boundary current, they can estimate how intense El Niño might be and what this could mean for our weather systems. So, thanks to these corals, we now have a better idea how Earth's currents and climate are changing. James Lin and Sally Jensen for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you the images of 57,000-year-old Neanderthal engravings found in a French cave. I'm Sandy Chi, take care and see you next time.
Thank you for watching TaiwanPlus News. For more stories from Taiwan and around the rest of the world, please visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow us on social media.